In the year 2035, the city of Blue Star basks in a golden sunset, unaware of the impending catastrophe about to strike. Pedestrians freeze in their tracks, staring upward with wide eyes as a massive shadow begins to loom over the busy streets. A skyscraper erupts into a cloud of dust and debris, forcing terrified citizens to flee for their lives from the devastation. Amidst the chaos, a colossal demon ape emerges from the wreckage, letting out a deafening roar as it crushes the remaining urban landscape. Soldiers realize their conventional weapons are useless against the demon ape and frantically request urgent reinforcements from the Specialized Hunter Association. Ignoring the attacks, the massive beast hoists a heavy building above its head, preparing to unleash further devastation upon the crumbling streets. The creature slams the wreckage down, sending a lethal shockwave of debris hurtling toward the fleeing, terrified citizens below. Amidst the spreading destruction, a stunned bystander points toward the horizon and alerts the crowd to a mysterious new figure finally arriving. A powerful hunter suddenly appears amidst the chaos, crackling with electric energy as desperate civilians recognize him as their only hope. The demon ape beats its massive chest and roars defiantly, refusing to be intimidated by the lone warrior's presence. As the beast lunges forward, a frantic survivor begs the hunter to unleash his true strength and destroy the monstrous threat immediately. Without hesitation, the hunter kicks off the ground and strikes with blinding speed, leaving a trail of blue lightning behind him. The hunter raises his sword, channeling immense electric power that crackles through the air as he prepares for a final, decisive strike. He surges into the sky and maneuvers high above the massive beast, positioning himself for a lethal downward blow against the monster. The hunter's electrified blade cleaves through the air, delivering a finishing stroke that effectively silences the creature's roar forever. This conflict traces back to 2035, when the asteroid Humiliates struck Blue Star, plunging the world into an era of supernatural chaos. Cosmic radiation from the asteroid impact caused living creatures to mutate into terrifying monsters, plunging the world into a permanent state of global catastrophe. Humanity discovered a mysterious cosmic energy that grants individuals extraordinary abilities, marking the beginning of their desperate and miraculous fight for survival. At Luzhu Military Martial Arts University, a stern instructor recounts this harrowing history to a classroom full of aspiring young warriors. The professor slams his hand onto a desk and loudly reprimands a sleeping student named Lin Zio for neglecting his important studies. Lin Zio remains slumped over his desk, completely detached from the lecture, while a concerned classmate wonders why he is zoning out yet again. The blonde student beside him urgently nudges him to wake up before the instructor notices his lack of focus during the history lesson. As he groggily sits up, his classmates erupt into laughter, mockingly questioning how he managed to pass the difficult entrance exams in the first place. A rival student insults his poor performance, reminding him of his recent embarrassing defeat and warning him not to fail the upcoming tournament. Sia stands up and defends Lin Zio's condition from the bullies, while he quietly suggests she ignore their insults and sit down. The instructor restores order to the classroom and specifically warns Lin Zio to remain conscious during the upcoming physical training session. Alone with his thoughts, Lin Zio reflects on the chronic headaches and frequent blackouts that have caused his physical performance to plummet recently. Despite these physical setbacks, he realizes that his exceptional inherent power is the only reason the academy has not yet decided to expel him. Sia encourages Lin Zio to focus on the upcoming tournament, and he quietly agrees while looking down at his open textbook. Lin Zio's eyes widen in shock as a mysterious digital interface flickers to life right before his very eyes. As he reads, his quick memory skill begins gaining experience points rapidly, signaling a sudden and unexpected awakening of his potential. A status screen appears, revealing that his physical strength and mental intent have been significantly enhanced beyond normal human limits. Lin Zio watches in disbelief as his memory skill levels up, granting him a rare potential point through a strange digital notification. Deeply puzzled by the floating screen, he wonders why he can suddenly perceive experience points and how his skills leveled up so fast. He analyzes a comprehensive status window listing his attributes and techniques, specifically questioning the mysterious function of his newly acquired points. He discovers that potential points allow him to complete his restricted martial arts training without ever joining the Elite Hunter Association. Lin Zio realizes that using potential points to increase his constitution could finally save him from being the lowest-ranked student in his class. He activates the digital interface and allocates his points to enhance his physical constitution as he prepares for a radical personal change. As a result, a surge of power flows through him, clearing his senses and restoring a physical vitality he has not felt in years. The school bell rings loudly across the campus, indicating that his time for reflection is over and practical training must begin. The instructor dismisses the class and reminds the students to prepare thoroughly for next month's tournament before they depart for the day. In the cafeteria, Sia expresses her frustration over the bully's insults while reminding Lin Zio of his impressive entrance exam ranking. Lin Zio remains composed and advises her not to waste any emotional energy on someone as insignificant as their classmate. The conversation is interrupted as the bully approaches their table with a mocking greeting, disrupting their private moment during lunch. The red-haired bully confronts Sia in the cafeteria, warning her that associating with a low-ranked student like Lin Zio will weaken her. The bully orders Lin Zio to distance himself from Sia, but Lin Zio calmly insists he will not hinder her bright future. The group erupts into mocking laughter, ridiculing Lin Zio for his misplaced confidence despite his poor standing within the martial academy. Infuriated by his calm demeanor, the bully aggressively confronts Lin Zio, yet the young warrior remains stoic and completely unfazed by the threat. Mocking him publicly, the antagonist demands that Lin Zio face one of his lackeys instead during afternoon combat class. Instead of backing down, Lin Zio adjusts his jacket with glowing, confident eyes and accepts the lopsided challenge. Alarmed by the reckless agreement, Sia slams her hands on the table and asks if he has completely lost his mind. As the bullies swagger away promising a free show, Sia frantically questions why he just walked into an intentional trap. Sia warns Lin Zio about his opponent's immense punching power and certified combat techniques while expressing deep concern for his physical safety. Gossip spreads rapidly through the campus as other students mock Lin Zio's reckless decision and predict his inevitable trip to the infirmary. At the same time, teacher Wang Lan follows a student toward the school's training room to witness the highly anticipated and controversial match. As they approach the academy, the instructor requests the profiles of the top-ranking students to evaluate their current combat potential. Inside the gym, Lin Zio relentlessly strikes a heavy bag, while his mysterious system tracks his rapid progression in boxing experience. He delivers a devastating blow with pinpoint accuracy, channeling his newfound physical constitution into a single, explosive burst of raw energy. The digital display flickers to life and reveals a staggering impact force that rivals the strength of the school's elite fighters. Lin Zio observes his status screen and notes that his punching power still falls short of his goal of 700 kilograms. To compensate, he intensifies his training to raise all his combat and movement statistics before the upcoming afternoon challenge begins. Instructors observe his progress and discuss his decline from an elite entrance rank to his current position near the bottom. Despite his poor records, teacher Wang Lan finds his sudden burst of intense effort intriguing as she watches him from the observation deck. A large crowd of curious students gathers at the Class C training grounds to witness the upcoming and highly unusual duel. Sia stands beside the homeroom teacher, hoping his presence will prevent the aggressive Wu Yang from causing her friend serious injury. The surrounding spectators shout cruel insults at Lin Zio, urging his opponent to give the low-ranked student a painful lesson. Lin Zio remains perfectly calm and offers a subtle, confident smile toward his challenger as the confrontation finally begins. Wu Yang mocks Lin Zio by asking if he is already contemplating how he will beg for mercy during their lopsided duel. Lin Zio stares back with glowing eyes and reveals that he is actually contemplating the most efficient method of winning. Laughing at the remark, the bully expresses concern about accidentally killing his opponent and tells Lin Zio to finally begin the fight. The atmosphere shifts as Lin Zio pivots on his heel, launching himself forward with a burst of blinding speed and power. Lin Zio remains perfectly still and composed as his aggressive opponent lunges forward with a powerful, concentrated strike toward his face. Shouting a fierce threat, the bully throws a heavy punch, fully intending to end the lopsided confrontation with a single, decisive blow. Lin Zio effortlessly dodges the attack with a subtle tilt of his head, maintaining a mocking smile while observing the failed strike. The bully freezes in complete shock, realizing his target's speed and reflexes far exceed anything he previously expected from a low-ranked student. Frustrated by the initial miss, the bully yells insults and lunges forward with another aggressive, heavy-handed punch at Lin Zio. Lin Zio maintains a stoic expression while effortlessly deflecting the incoming strike with a precise and practiced motion of his arm. The observing students mutter in surprise as they realize the supposed weakling possesses far more skill than they originally anticipated. Despite his opponent's increasing desperation and continued verbal taunts, Lin Xiao remains perfectly composed as he skillfully evades every frantic blow thrown. Lin Xiao weaves through a flurry of frantic punches, his movements so fluid that he leaves behind a trail of shimmering afterimages. His calm smile suggests he is merely playing with his opponent while effortlessly anticipating every desperate strike before it even lands. The watching students express genuine shock at his sharp footwork, admitting that the boy they once ridiculed is surprisingly talented. The crowd begins to doubt his low reputation, acknowledging that his combat skills far exceed the level of an average martial student. The red-haired bully watches in disbelief, struggling to understand how a previously weak student possesses such incredible speed and reflexes. Fang Wen asks Xia about the secret behind Lin Xiao's flawless footwork, wondering if he has been practicing a special combat technique. Xia admits she is unsure but notes that his chronic headaches have miraculously disappeared, potentially explaining his sudden peak performance. The two girls remain intrigued by his recovery while they continue to observe his dominant performance on the training field. Lin Xiao continues to evade every attack with ease, making the struggle look so lopsided that onlookers compare it to walking a dog. Frustrated and panting, Wu Yang insults his opponent and demands that he stop retreating to engage in a direct, head-on confrontation. Lin Xiao offers a smug smile and challenges the bully to successfully land a single touch before he bothers to fight back. Enraged by the blatant disrespect, Wu Yang lunges forward again with a massive, glowing strike, desperate to shatter his opponent's calm demeanor. Wu Yang's eyes widen in disbelief as his powerful punch is effortlessly intercepted by Lin Xiao's steady and unyielding hand. Lin Xiao grips the trapped fist firmly and taunts his opponent with a calm smile, signaling a shift in momentum. He warns the struggling bully not to lose hope too quickly as he prepares to finally deliver a decisive counterattack. With a blindingly fast movement, Lin Xiao strikes, leaving Wu Yang stunned and reeling from the sudden, overwhelming display of power. Lin Xiao delivers a devastating punch to the bully's midsection, channeling immense power that resonates through the entire training field. The force of the blow sends Wu Yang hurtling backward through the air before he crashes violently onto the grass. The surrounding spectators gasp in disbelief as they calculate the staggering impact force of the student's unexpected attack. As the fallen challenger groans in defeat, the crowd questions how the Academy's lowest-ranked student achieved such incredible strength. The Academy instructors observe the duel, noting that Lin Xiao's combat technique and raw power output have finally reached an impressive level. They discuss how a mysterious medical condition was the only factor previously holding back the boy's genuine, elite-level martial talent. Wu Jixing stands in the crowd, visibly trembling with fury as he watches his defeated teammate lying helpless on the grass. He shouts a desperate and angry command for the fallen fighter to stand up and redeem himself from the public embarrassment. Lin Xiao stands over his fallen opponent, mockingly questioning if the bully is even capable of standing back up to continue the match. Driven by desperation and rage, Wu Yang lunges forward one last time, refusing to accept defeat at the hands of a social outcast. Lin Xiao intercepts the reckless charge with a thunderous kick, sending the bully sprawling across the field with a final, decisive impact. The watching students realize that Lin Xiao is operating on an entirely different level, admiring his newfound cool and dominant combat prowess. Female students whisper about the close relationship between Lin Xiao and Xia, clarifying they are simply childhood friends rather than a couple. Lin Xiao stares down at his battered opponent and asks if he still has the will to continue this lopsided physical confrontation. The bloodied bully struggles to his feet and challenges Lin Xiao to endure a full-force punch directly to his face. Lin Xiao maintains a calm, glowing gaze and agrees to take the incoming strike head-on to prove his absolute superiority. Wu Yang struggles to his feet while laughing and threatening to make Lin Xiao regret his decision to remain perfectly still. The bully unleashes his legendary hitting power, throwing a concentrated punch directly at his opponent's unflinching and calm face. Lin Xiao stands like an immovable mountain, watching the glowing fist approach without showing even a flicker of genuine fear. The collision erupts into a massive shockwave, leaving the entire crowd breathless as they witness the sheer force of the impact. Wu Yang is sent flying backward from the sheer force of the impact, screaming in pain as he loses his balance completely. Lin Xiao stands unfazed amidst the billowing dust, having delivered a counterstrike that shattered his opponent's legendary hitting power. Clutching his mangled arm, the defeated bully gasps in disbelief and questions how his rival's strength could have jumped so drastically. Lin Xiao offers a cold smirk and reminds the broken challenger that he has never actually seen him go all out. The students on the field erupt into loud cheers, celebrating Lin Xiao's incredible victory and expressing their shock at his hidden power. Teacher Wu directs the remaining students to transport the injured challenger to the infirmary for immediate medical attention after the brutal match. Xia approaches Lin Xiao to inquire about his sudden growth, and he attributes his newfound strength to the disappearance of his chronic headaches. The celebratory atmosphere is suddenly cut short when an aggressive voice calls out to Lin Xiao, forcing him to turn and face another confrontation. Wu Jixing launches a cowardly sneak attack, aiming a high-flying kick at Lin Xiao's head from behind his back. Noticing the danger, Xia screams a desperate warning to alert her friend as the surprise assault begins to unfold on the field. Lin Xiao shifts his focus immediately, his eyes narrowing with cold precision as he senses the incoming threat behind him. He pivots and raises his arm with lightning speed, effortlessly blocking the aggressive kick and stunning his second opponent with ease. Wu Jixing mockingly congratulates Lin Xiao on his minor improvement before warning him that the upcoming ranking tournament will end in his brutal defeat. In response, Lin Xiao accepts the challenge with calm defiance, indicating that he will be waiting for their inevitable showdown in 2 weeks. A terrified Xia questions his sanity, reminding him that Wu Jixing possesses strength far beyond the opponent he just defeated on the field. Lin Xiao acknowledges the current power gap, but remains determined to bridge the distance through intense training before the upcoming tournament begins. After the intense duel, Xia praises Lin Xiao's incredible footwork while he suggests they head to the cafeteria for a meal together. As night falls over the academy, the lights of the dormitory buildings flicker on, signaling the end of a long, eventful day. Later that night, Lin Xiao video calls his mother, who expresses worry over his poor health and urges him to consider dropping out. Lin Xiao reassures her that his headaches have vanished and promises to succeed so he can fund his sister's expensive tuition. Lin Xiao flexes his arm to demonstrate his physical recovery, informing his mother that his debilitating headaches have finally disappeared for good. His mother remains deeply concerned, questioning why he is still so obsessed with the lethal dangers associated with being a professional hunter. Lin Xiao vows to become the strongest warrior in the world, hoping to follow the brave path his father once walked before him. His mother abruptly ends the discussion with a somber look, clearly unwilling to continue speaking about the painful memories of the past. Lin Xiao acknowledges his mother's heartfelt plea for his safety before ending their call to prepare for his upcoming weapons training session. He exits his dormitory and heads toward the main training hall, steeling his resolve for the demanding afternoon lessons ahead. Inside the academy, students practice wielding heavy blades, while a veteran instructor bellows orders about maintaining proper posture and balance. The muscular teacher Miao Fei warns his pupils to apply force correctly, reminding them that true power comes from the entire body. Teacher Miao Fei criticizes his students' sloppy backhands and poor blade alignment while they practice their heavy sword techniques in the hall. Lin Xiao grips his massive two-handed sword with determination, ignoring the instructor's harsh words to focus on his own precision. He unleashes a powerful downward slash that cuts through the air with a shimmering light, demonstrating his increasing control over the weapon. Digital notifications appear around him as his proficiency with the two-handed sword begins to climb steadily through the mysterious system's rewards. Teacher Miao Fei approaches Lin Xiao and acknowledges the young student's remarkable improvement in handling the massive two-handed sword. Nevertheless, the instructor identifies a flaw in his technique and explains how stiff wrists lead to rigid, ineffective swordplay. To help him correct this error, Miao Fei takes a combat stance and offers to demonstrate the proper execution of the strike. The master performs a fluid swing, emphasizing the need to relax the joints before tightening them upon impact. The instructor encourages Lin Xiao to attempt the technique again, while the student politely expresses his gratitude for the guidance. Concentrating deeply, Lin Xiao takes a sharp breath and visualizes the correct movement before committing to his next powerful swing. He executes the slash with improved fluidity, immediately gaining significant experience points as his weapon proficiency reaches a new level. The instructor offers a rare, approving smile and commends the young warrior for his rapid progress and dedication. After finishing his training session, the instructor tells Lin Xiao to keep working, while privately noting the boy's impressive potential. A professor explains the importance of identifying mutated beasts and their specific threat levels to the entire class. Lin Xiao drifts off during the lecture, prompting Xia to nudge him as the angry professor demands he pay attention. Lin Xiao startles awake and quickly confirms his presence to the instructor while shaking off his lingering exhaustion. The stern professor singles out Lin Xiao and demands a detailed description regarding the physical characteristics and threat level of the black-fanged boar. Lin Xiao stands up and flawlessly lists the beast's immense size, steel-hard scales, and its classification as a high-risk mutated creature. Impressed by the answer, the professor then probes further by asking for the monster's anatomical weaknesses and the most effective hunting strategies. Lin Xiao explains that hunters should exploit the boar's poor agility by evading its initial charge and striking its vulnerable snout or underbelly. The professor asks if Lin Xiao studied ahead, and the student reveals he memorized the entire mutated beast textbook in a single night. Sia stares at him in utter disbelief, clearly stunned by her classmates' sudden and inexplicable mastery of the complex course material. The entire classroom erupts into hushed whispers as students express their shock over Lin Xiao's intense dedication to his academic studies. Wu Jixing watches with a grimace, realizing that his rival has been secretly training and studying much harder than anyone previously imagined. The professor instructs Lin Xiao to take his seat and advises the class to prepare diligently for the upcoming ranking tournament. After acknowledging the teacher's instructions, Lin Xiao sits down and focuses on his notes as the lecture finally comes to an end. Lin Xiao and Sia stroll through the campus together, discussing their plans for the remainder of the busy afternoon ahead. Sia departs for her part-time job after bidding him a friendly farewell while Lin Xiao continues on his way alone. Teacher Wu calls out to Lin Xiao, asking him to stay back for a brief discussion after the class ends. The instructor mentions the upcoming tournament and reveals details regarding a prestigious scholarship available for the top-ranking students. Overjoyed, Lin Xiao realizes this financial aid could finally secure his sister's education, significantly alleviating his family's heavy financial burdens. He eagerly asks the teacher about the specific prize amount awarded to the student who finishes in first place. Teacher Wu informs Lin Xiao that winning first place is incredibly difficult, but offers a substantial reward of 150,000 credits. Lin Xiao clenches his fists in excitement, realizing that such a large sum of money would perfectly cover all his financial needs. The instructor places a hand on his shoulder and warns him about the formidable strength of his rival, though Lin Xiao remains confident. Lin Xiao vows to double his training efforts, secretly viewing his powerful opponent as merely a necessary stepping stone towards securing the scholarship. Lin Xiao unleashes a flurry of strikes against a training dummy, carving precise blue lines through the target with his blade. His mysterious system tracks every movement, granting him experience points for his rapidly evolving one-handed sword techniques. His overall attributes and skills climb significantly, reflecting the intense effort he has invested into his morning training. The instructor critiques his performance, praising his force generation but noting that he has yet to reach his absolute limit. A top-ranked student acknowledges Lin Xiao's agile footwork and challenges him to a friendly spar to test his actual combat abilities. The challenger then arrogantly claims superior swordsmanship, prompting Lin Xiao to question his identity and the source of his immense confidence. Skeptical of the bold boast, Lin Xiao agrees to the duel, eager to determine which of them truly possesses the better technique. Both warriors draw their blades and lunge toward one another, signaling the start of a high-speed confrontation in the gymnasium. Lin Xiao and his elite opponent exchange a flurry of high-speed blade strikes that illuminate the entire training area with blue energy. Their weapons collide repeatedly with sharp metallic rings and brilliant flashes as each warrior searches for a decisive tactical advantage. Other students watching from the balcony express deep admiration and envy while marveling at the professional grandmaster-level technique on display. An observer identifies the challenger as a top-ranked, straight-A student, further emphasizing the shocking skill Lin Xiao currently demonstrates. Lin Xiao moves with blinding speed, prompting onlookers to question his identity as he matches a top-ranked student in combat. His opponent counters with equal ferocity, yet Lin Xiao remains calm, parrying every high-speed strike with surgical precision and effortless grace. The spectators marvel at the intense exchange, noting that the two warriors seem perfectly matched in their technical swordplay and speed. Lin Xiao narrows his eyes in focus, pushing his physical limits to maintain the relentless pace against his elite challenger. The opponent stands tall after the intense exchange, holding his blade with a calm and composed demeanor as the duel finally concludes. Lin Xiao catches his breath, sweat dripping down his face as he reflects on the incredible speed and precision of the clash. Lin Xiao lowers his weapon and candidly admits his defeat, acknowledging that his opponent managed to maintain the upper hand throughout. The elite student politely disagrees and commends Lin Zio's prowess, noting that their technical skills are actually quite evenly matched. Zhuang Jianyu introduces himself to Lin Zio and asks for his name, curious about the skilled but unfamiliar warrior standing before him. Lin Zio introduces himself with a respectful gesture and thanks his senior for the valuable combat guidance provided today. Zhuang Jianyu promises to remember the encounter and expresses his desire to face Lin Zio again during the official arena matches. The students gather in a high-tech classroom where an instructor announces a crucial new course regarding might weaponization before the tournament. Lin Zio and his classmates settle into their seats while Sia expresses her excitement about the advanced new subject they are learning. The other students exchange rumors regarding the high difficulty and prestigious reputation of the challenging course they are about to begin. The instructor emphasizes that mastering this technique is essential for any elite warrior aiming for a successful career in the military. He reveals that the fundamental keys to mastering weaponization are achieving perfect might control and maintaining unbreakable mental strength at all times. Lin Zio feels surprised to learn that might refinement boosts mental strength, wondering how he managed to overlook such a vital fact until now. The students close their eyes and begin meditating under the instructor's direction to sense the energy flowing deep within their bodies. Lin Zio effortlessly draws energy into his core, causing his experience points to rise rapidly as his mysterious system tracks his progress. In contrast to his calm focus, Sia visibly struggles with the intense sensation, highlighting the difficulty of mastering such a refined internal power. Sia expresses her frustration over the difficulty of energy extraction, while Lin Zio calmly advises her to take the process slowly. Lin Zio senses a presence nearby and glances up, his sharp intuition detecting someone approaching their quiet training spot. Teacher Wu appears and asks Lin Zio when he arrived, clearly surprised by the young man's early presence and progress. Lin Zio modestly explains that he has only just successfully managed to pull out his internal energy for the first time. Teacher Wu questions Lin Zio's claim in disbelief, but the student firmly confirms his remarkable progress with a serious expression. The instructor asks Lin Zio to follow him away from the other students for a more private and significant conversation. While walking, Teacher Wu reveals that elite students are selected for a specialized weaponization class and gauges Lin Zio's interest in joining. Lin Zio enthusiastically accepts the offer, prompting the teacher to remark that the young warrior possesses a genuine chance at success. Teacher Wu leads Lin Zio into a sterile testing room containing a mysterious glowing orb mounted upon a central stone pedestal. The instructor identifies the device as a specialized tool for the weaponization exam and directs the student to manipulate its internal energy. Sensing the foreign energy within the crystal, Lin Zio wonders if he can exert influence over it while his teacher urges him to begin. He reaches out toward the orb, causing it to pulsate with a brilliant blue radiance that swirls around his hand with intense power. The crystal orb glows intensely as Lin Zio successfully manipulates the swirling energy, demonstrating his mastery over internal might. Teacher Wu watches with satisfaction and informs the young warrior that he has officially passed the rigorous examination. The instructor advises him to practice wrapping his energy around distant objects and praises his potential as a promising talent. Lin Zio smiles and affirms his dedication, grateful for the guidance as he prepares to face the challenges ahead. 3 days later, a massive crowd gathers outside the arena for the highly anticipated chief selection match, despite some expecting a predictable outcome. Students discuss the formidable power of the various competitors while questioning if anyone can actually defeat the reigning champion, Wu Jixing. When a friend asks if she is worried about Lin Zio, Sia confidently asserts that he has become a completely different person. Following the opening speech, the announcer calls last year's chief, Wu Jixing, onto the stage to face the crowd before the tournament begins. Wu Jixing stands arrogantly on the arena stage, radiating confidence as the reigning chief of the martial arts university. He mockingly invites anyone to challenge his position, labeling the silent crowd as cowards while Teacher Wu oversees the official selection process. The champion scans the gathered students from his high vantage point, looking for any soul brave enough to step forward. Amidst the sea of hesitant faces, Lin Zio stares back with an unwavering gaze, ready to finally showcase his true, awakened power. Wu Jixing makes a menacing thumb-down gesture while threatening the crowd, asserting his absolute dominance over any potential challengers in the arena. Fang Mo courageously accepts the arrogant invitation, stepping forward to challenge the reigning chief despite the overwhelming odds stacked against her. The spectators watch in shock as she stands tall, even though they doubt anyone from their class can truly defeat the powerful Wu Jixing. Sia cheers enthusiastically for her friend, hoping that Fang Mo can somehow overcome the champion's legendary strength during the opening match. Wu Jixing expresses surprise at Fang Mo's sudden courage, while she explains her strategic reasoning for challenging him immediately in the arena. The arrogant champion mocks her explanation with a bored expression, clearly underestimating the threat her resolve might actually represent. The determined challenger lunges forward with a focused warning, initiating the highly anticipated physical confrontation with a sudden burst of speed. Fang Mo unleashes a powerful high kick, but Wu Jixing effortlessly blocks the strike with a single arm, displaying his superior reflexes. Wu Jixing dismisses his opponent's progress, noting that her current level of might weaponization is ultimately insufficient to defeat him. The two warriors engage in a fierce exchange, clashing repeatedly with high-speed strikes that send shockwaves throughout the arena. Spectators watch in shock as the challenger manages to hold her ground, displaying remarkably fluid footwork against the champion's power. Lin Xiao analyzes the battle and realizes that despite the challenger's improvements, the champion is still noticeably holding back his strength. Fang Wen attacks with speed, frustrating the champion who complains that she is trying to finish the match prematurely. Lin Xiao explains to Sia that despite Fang Wen's improved footwork, the power gap between the two fighters remains insurmountable. As the duel intensifies, Fang Wen unleashes a forceful high kick, only for the champion to block the strike with ease. The champion's eyes glow with a predatory light as he catches her off balance and prepares to end the lopsided match. Fang Wen's eyes widen in alarm as she realizes that her current defensive stance has left her completely vulnerable to a counterattack. Seizing the opening, Wu Jixing delivers a crushing kick that sends the young warrior reeling backward through the air in total defeat. She crashes onto the hard pavement with a bone-jarring impact, effectively ending her challenge for the prestigious position of chief. The gathered crowd watches in stunned silence before several students frantically call out her name in a display of deep concern. Sia supports the battered Fang Wen as she admits her defeat, while the crowd watches the aftermath of the lopsided arena battle. Wu Jixing adjusts his gloves and dismisses her effort, arrogantly asserting that her current power is still vastly inferior to his own. The spectators murmur about the champion's overwhelming strength, unaware that Lin Xiao is calmly preparing to end the man's reign. The champion locks eyes with Lin Xiao and challenges him to step up next, leaving the nearby students frozen in pure disbelief. Lin Xiao narrows his eyes with newfound intensity as he calmly steps onto the arena floor, shocking the murmuring crowd with his boldness. Wu Jixing glares back with visible hatred, while spectators predict a brutal defeat for the boy they still consider an underdog. The two rivals face off in the center of the stadium, and the champion mockingly questions why his opponent hasn't fled. Ignoring the insults, Lin Xiao maintains his composure and simply asks why the reigning chief is so obsessed with targeting him specifically. Wu Jixing glares at Lin Xiao and reveals that his grudge stems from being previously outranked by his rival in the past. Driven by lingering resentment, the champion lunges forward with a powerful fist, vowing to never let Lin Xiao surpass him again. He pours all his raw strength into a focused punch, determined to crush the boy who once stood above him in rank. Lin Xiao maintains a stoic expression and effortlessly leans away, letting the aggressive strike pass harmlessly through the thin air. Lin Xiao pivots on his front foot, grounding himself before unleashing a massive strike against his arrogant opponent. He then executes a thunderous roundhouse kick that erupts with brilliant blue energy, shattering the atmosphere around the arena stage. Wu Jixing stumbles backward in total disbelief as he struggles to comprehend the sheer scale of the incoming force. A massive explosion of dust and light consumes the stadium, leaving the stunned spectators speechless at the sudden display. The spectators stare in awe as Lin Xiao sends the reigning chief hurtling backward with a single, devastating kick. Calmly watching the dust settle, Lin Xiao mockingly asks his opponent if he requires a moment to recover from the blow. Enraged by the humiliation, Wu Jixing finally activates his might weaponization, causing energy to swirl violently around his kneeling frame. The champion rises and warns Lin Xiao that he will soon regret forcing him to unleash his full, hidden strength. Lin Xiao moves like a blur, weaving through a flurry of high-speed punches unleashed by his desperate and aggressive opponent. He catches a heavy blow with his bare hand and commends the challenger for his respectable might weaponization technique. Lin Xiao sidesteps a powerful low sweep and announces the immediate conclusion of their lopsided duel as the champion falters. The young warrior stands stoically behind his trembling rival, whose face twists into a mask of pure, frustrated rage. Wu Jixing stumbles backward in total disbelief after realizing that his most powerful attack was effortlessly neutralized by a simple physical move. The champion frantically questions how a low-ranked student could overcome his advanced weaponization without using any energy of his own. Lin Xiao looks down with cold eyes and dismisses his opponent as unworthy of witnessing his true martial potential. Driven by desperation, Wu Jixing launches a final, reckless charge, vowing to drag his rival down with him regardless of the personal consequences. Wu Jixing sprints toward Lin Xiao with desperate fury, putting every ounce of his remaining energy into a final, reckless frontal assault. Their fists collide in a thunderous explosion of blue and orange energy that sends a violent shockwave across the entire arena floor. The two warriors remain locked in a tense struggle as the surrounding atmosphere crackles with the overwhelming pressure of their combined martial powers. Watching from the sidelines, Fang Wen expresses her sheer amazement at how Lin Xiao dominates the battle without even activating his advanced might weaponization. Lin Xiao scolds himself for momentarily lowering his guard after noticing a minor scrape on his hand from the previous clash. Wu Jixing lunges forward with desperate intensity, demanding that his opponent stop holding back and fight him with full strength. Lin Xiao finally ignites his internal energy, erupting into a magnificent pillar of blue flames that illuminates the entire stadium. Wu Jixing stops in his tracks and stares in utter disbelief as he recognizes the rare and powerful Might Shroud technique. The surrounding crowd gasps in awe as the air grows heavy, marveling at the legendary infusion technique manifesting before their eyes. Lin Xiao calmly stands enveloped in a surging blue aura and questions whether his opponent is truly prepared for the final exchange. Wu Jixing braces himself with a nervous but determined expression, claiming he is ready to face the young man's full power. Lin Xiao surges forward with explosive speed, leaving a trail of blue flames as he closes the distance to strike. Wu Jixing's eyes widen in sheer terror as he perceives the catastrophic power gathering behind his opponent's imminent finishing strike. Lin Xiao launches into the air, coiling his body to unleash a devastating kick infused with overwhelming blue energy. Observing the lethal momentum, the instructor lunges forward in a panic, fearing that the impact will prove fatal for the challenger. The atmosphere shatters as the young warrior spins with blinding speed, directing a final, unstoppable vortex of force toward his rival. A colossal explosion erupts in the center of the arena, sending a massive shockwave and thick clouds of smoke into the sky. Distant students hear the deafening boom and frantically search for the source of the sound as smoke billows from the training grounds. As the thick haze slowly dissipates, Lin Xiao emerges unscathed while the defeated champion remains slumped on the ground in shock. The rubble reveals a deep crater where the strike landed, marking the absolute end of the reigning chief's dominant era. Wu Jixing admits defeat while the teacher notes that Lin Xiao spared his life by intentionally pulling his final, finishing blow. The instructor asks the gathered crowd if any other student wishes to challenge for the prestigious position of chief. The stadium falls into a heavy, respectful silence as no one dares to step forward against the new powerhouse. The teacher declares Lin Xiao the new chief and strictly forbids the class from leaking this information to their rivals. After the match, students marvel at the arena's destruction, noting that Lin Xiao's powerful kick would have been fatal upon direct impact. Lin Xiao expresses his nervous concern to Seer regarding potential financial liability for the extensive damage caused to the school's training facility. Later, Dean Ling Sen convenes a formal board meeting to demand an explanation for the chaotic events that transpired during the previous selection. Teacher Wu provides a deceptive report to protect his students' secrets, choosing to hide Lin Xiao's true potential from the administration. Dean Ling Sen reprimands the teacher for the arena's destruction and demands that the responsible party pays for the expensive repairs. The dean shifts the meeting's focus toward the class competition happening in 2 days, noting that they must draw opponents today. He displays a digital screen listing 5 unique events designed to test the students' diverse martial skills during the tournament. The administrators prepare to finalize the event details, hoping the upcoming matches will proceed without further incidents of structural damage. Dean Ling Sen declines to restate the rules and instructs the instructors to begin the process of drawing lots immediately. Several slips of paper flutter through the air as board members reach out to determine their assigned challenges. Teacher Wu snatches a single slip from the descent and carefully inspects the event his class will face during the competition. He stares at the designated Alpha Wolf Hunt, feeling conflicted about whether this specific draw represents fortune or misfortune. Teacher Wu reacts nervously as Li Jingru reveals she is his class's opponent for the upcoming tournament phase. Holding her slip confidently, she notes that their respective classes will face each other in the upcoming Alpha Wolf Hunt. While he argues the match only involves students, she insists that their performance directly reflects upon their homeroom instructors. She offers a taunting smirk and asks if his obvious hesitation stems from a genuine fear of public defeat. Teacher Wu asserts his confidence in his class's victory while preparing to address his students about their upcoming challenge. He stands before the lecture hall and informs Class C that they will participate in the Alpha Wolf Hunt against Class F. He further explains the roles, detailing that the class will split into 5 specialized lone wolves and 7 coordinated wolf packs. He outlines the scoring system, noting that defeating the opposing chief grants 50 points toward the 90-point winning goal. The instructor explains the rules of the mountain hunt, detailing how lone wolves and squads must engage their opponents immediately upon contact. He strictly prohibits lethal force, clarifying that victory is achieved only by incapacitating an opponent or forcing a quick surrender. Lin Xiao reviews his improved status window and feels satisfied that his recent intense training sessions are finally yielding significant results. The teacher singles out Lin Xiao by name, signaling that it is time to assign roles for the upcoming class competition. Teacher Wu informs Lin Xiao that the school will not reimburse the significant costs of repairing the destroyed training arena. Lin Xiao panics upon realizing that he might be held personally liable for the expensive damages out of his own pocket. To address this, the instructor explains that the dean will observe the boy's performance during the upcoming competition before deciding on leniency. Teacher Wu suggests that winning the tournament and improving the class ranking could effectively waive the heavy financial penalty. Lin Xiao raises his fist in fierce determination, rallying his classmates to win the competition and avoid the massive repair bill. Inspired by his passion, the entire room erupts into a unified chant, pledging total victory for their class in the tournament. The teacher quickly silences their cheering by revealing that a real, highly dangerous beast roams the mountains for this year's hunt. The classroom's high morale instantly dissolves into sheer panic as terrified students question their chances of surviving the deadly trial. Teacher Wu explains the scoring system where defeating the lethal Azure Wolf grants 50 points, making it the highest priority target. He warns that the beast only emerges at night, necessitating a strategy to eliminate rival students during the daylight hours. The class begins selecting additional lone wolves to assist Lin Xiao, while they meticulously refine their team tactics for survival. The focus shifts toward the school's dangerous back mountain, where the brutal and highly anticipated Alpha Wolf Hunt will begin. Lin Xiao arrives at the mountain perimeter, his boots crunching on the soil as he prepares to lead his class into battle. Upon arrival, a staff member presents him with the specialized point tracking watch reserved exclusively for the Class C chief's use. The device displays his vitals and points, warning that a blackened screen signifies his immediate disqualification from the intense match. The official notes that his watch aggregates all team points, allowing him to monitor the battle's progress with strategic clarity. The mountain features several neutral service stations offering medical supplies and food, though students are strictly prohibited from lingering more than 10 minutes. Lin Xiao checks his specialized watch as the final seconds tick away, mentally preparing himself for the intense hunt about to begin. The digital display strikes 9 o'clock, signaling the official commencement of the high-stakes class competition across the vast, rugged terrain. The students unleash a collective roar and charge through the gates, sprinting into the dense forest to begin their difficult mission. The instructors gather in the surveillance room to monitor the students' progress across the mountain through a massive bank of digital screens. Li Jingru offers a cup of warm black tea to Teacher Wu, who accepts the drink with a polite nod of thanks. As she sips her tea, she observes the monitors and remarks that the pack wolf squads have already begun their initial tactical engagements. Deep within the dense forest, groups of students sprint through the trees to locate and confront their rivals from the opposing class. Li Jifeng leads his Class F squad through the dense forest while shouting orders for his teammates to maintain a defensive posture. He stops in his tracks and stares into the shadows, sensing the presence of a rival team approaching from the foliage. The 8th-ranked Chen Feifei emerges with her teammates and mockingly announces that she has finally tracked down her target. Recognizing his challenger, Li Jifeng identifies her as the leader of the squad and prepares for an immediate physical confrontation. Lai Jifeng lunges forward with a powerful stride and declares himself her direct opponent to initiate the physical confrontation. Chen Feifei effortlessly ducks beneath his heavy punch while her teammate moves into position to exploit his momentary opening. A look of pure confusion crosses his face as he realizes he has walked straight into a carefully coordinated ambush. A second student delivers a thunderous high kick that catches him off guard and sends him reeling backward in defeat. Fang Wen delivers a powerful upward kick to the opponent's chin, sending a visible shockwave through the air upon impact. The force of the strike launches the fighter backward, leaving him sprawled on the forest floor in total defeat. Fang Wen stands victorious over her fallen foes, revealing that she is part of a coordinated pack rather than a lone hunter. Her teammates continue the assault nearby as one student urges her partner to hasten their pace through the battlefield. Sia lunges forward with intense focus, ready to contribute to her squad's absolute dominance during the ongoing mountain battle. She delivers a crushing blow to an opponent's jaw, showcasing the high-level martial arts skills she has recently developed. The rival students flee in terror, wondering how an all-girl squad from Class C possesses such overwhelming combat strength. Back at the surveillance hub, Teacher Wu enjoys a snack while admiring the effortless way his students decimate the opposition. Teacher Wu enjoys a sweet snack while observing the digital scoreboard, which shows Class C maintaining a significant lead over Class F. Lai Jingru questions his tactical decision to place a powerful student in a squad, though he notes the move follows all regulations. She argues that this strategy weakens his lone wolves, claiming they cannot compare to her own elite team of specialized warriors. Lai Jingru predicts that only her students possess the necessary strength to successfully hunt the dangerous bloodthirsty pale wolf at night. Guo Zuhai, labeled a class deadweight, hides behind a tree, trembling as he senses a formidable opponent approaching his position. A blinding strike silences him, leaving the student defeated on the forest floor before he can even react to the threat. Class F's top student, Liu Yuqian, stands over her fallen foe and declares her intent to find their remaining elite warriors. Lai Jingru celebrates the points gained on the scoreboard, mockingly warning Teacher Wu that his tactical lead will soon disappear completely. Teacher Wu watches the monitors with a confident smirk, deciding to wait and observe how the intense competition unfolds for his students. Lin Zio sprints deep into the forest, scanning the terrain as he moves with calculated speed through the dense, sun-dappled trees. As he runs, he checks his tracking watch and notes that his teammates have already secured 34 points through their fierce combat. The young warrior grows visibly frustrated, questioning why he has yet to encounter a single opponent despite his rapid search of the area. Class F's elite lone wolves gather in the forest to discuss whether their leader requires assistance in defeating the top-ranked student from Class C. Zhao Shanjun expresses his concern regarding the potential risk of being outnumbered if the opposing class decides to launch a coordinated team assault. Chuan Wu dismisses the strength of Class C and boasts about easily defeating a low-ranked student on his way to the meeting. Bai Chen reports that another weak opponent managed to escape his grasp while questioning the strange tactical decisions made by the rival class. Liu Yuqian orders her teammates to ignore her concerns and focus on assisting their pack wolves during the ongoing competition. The quiet atmosphere of the flight service station stands in stark contrast to the intense battles occurring deep within the forest. At the same time, a parched Lin Zio takes a moment to hydrate, unaware that his peaceful break is about to end abruptly. A loud voice identifies him as a top student, causing the startled warrior to spit out his water in total shock. At the service station, a tearful Dong Lai expresses her immense relief upon encountering the powerful top student during the chaotic tournament. She explains her strategy of hiding in service areas and taking long detours through the dense woods to evade their aggressive pursuers. Recognizing she is the final remaining lone wolf from their class, Lin Zio sympathetically suggests they continue the dangerous mountain trek as a team. Lai Jingru taunts Teacher Wu in the surveillance room, incorrectly assuming that Class C's primary combatants have already been systematically eliminated. Lin Zio and Dong Lai walk through the forest, while an observer predicts their imminent encounter with a dangerous Class F lone wolf. Dong Lai recounts her narrow escape from a previous pursuer, prompting Lin Zio to marvel at her incredible survival luck. Bai Chen emerges from the shadows to block their path, vowing that the pair will not manage to escape him again. The Class F student flashes a condescending smile while suggesting they surrender immediately to prevent any unnecessary physical injuries. Lin Zio boldly suggests his opponent surrender instead, while Dong Lai makes a defiant gesture to show her utter lack of fear. The Class F student erupts in anger, lunging forward with a powerful punch while insulting his opponent's intelligence. A massive impact occurs as Lin Xiao counters the attack, sending a violent shockwave through the surrounding forest air. Bai Chen's eyes widen in absolute shock as Lin Xiao effortlessly catches his aggressive punch with a single, unyielding hand. Following this display of dominance, Lin Xiao delivers a powerful roundhouse kick that erupts with shimmering blue energy against his stunned opponent. The massive force of the strike sends Bai Chen hurtling backward through the air, completely unable to regain his balance. The Class F student crashes violently into a thick tree trunk, leaving him defeated as Lin Xiao watches from a distance. Lin Xiao secures 5 additional points for his class, while he and Dong Lai continue their journey through the quiet forest clearing. Teacher Lai gazes at the surveillance monitors with an intense expression and demands to know the name of this mysterious student. Teacher Wu identifies him as Lin Xiao, a low-ranked student, which causes Lai Jingru to react with sheer disbelief at her elite's defeat. A large red warning symbol flashes across the digital display, signaling an urgent and potentially dangerous development deep within the mountains. Liu Yuqian confronts Wu Jixing in the forest and expresses her surprise that the second-ranked student showed himself so early. Wu Jixing reacts with confusion and annoyance at the suggestion that he was ever intending to hide from his opponents. Driven by immediate rage, the pink-haired warrior charges forward, while threatening to beat his challenger into a state of total submission. Liu Yuqian exhibits superior reflexes by effortlessly ducking beneath the massive, heavy-handed punch as the physical struggle finally begins. Liu Yuqian unleashes a swift high kick while criticizing her opponent's sluggish speed during their intense forest confrontation. Wu Jixing skids across the ground and warns her to remain humble despite her momentary tactical advantage. Undeterred, Liu Yuqian drops into a low stance and offers a brief compliment regarding the quality of his defensive energy technique. She prepares for the final strike and informs the champion that his journey in this tournament ends right here. Liu Yuqian unleashes a relentless barrage of high-speed strikes against her opponent, who struggles to maintain his defensive position. She lunges forward with a powerful, direct punch that forces the red-haired warrior back several paces on the battlefield. Despite spitting blood from the impact, Wu Jixing grins and commends his challenger's hitting power as he readies himself for more. Liu Yuqian erupts with a surging blue aura and declares her intent to continue, catching her opponent off guard once again. Liu Yuqian unleashes a devastating might burst technique, triggering a massive explosion that consumes the forest clearing in blinding blue energy. A thick plume of smoke rises from the impact site, marking the violent end of the intense high-stakes struggle. As the dust settles, Wu Jixing remains unconscious on the ground, while Liu Yuqian stands victoriously over her fallen opponent. Lai Jingru mockingly celebrates the defeat of Class C's supposed champion, while Teacher Wu warns her not to feel smug. Lai Jingru taunts Teacher Wu with embarrassing wagers, but he stoically advises her to withhold her celebrations until the tournament officially concludes. Despite her insistence that Class C cannot possibly recover, Teacher Wu confidently urges his colleague to simply watch the remaining events unfold. Lin Xiao and Dong Lai reach the mountain peak at sunset, marveling at their ability to remain fully conscious during the difficult climb. Lai Jingru identifies them as the final lone wolves and predicts that encountering her top student will result in their immediate defeat. At the mountain peak, Lin Xiao and Dong Lai watch as the defeated Wu Jixing is carried away on a medical stretcher. Class F's chief Liu Yuqian arrives, prompting a terrified Dong Lai to warn Lin Xiao about the challenger's formidable combat reputation. The arrogant champion demands their surrender, assuring them that they can avoid injury by simply handing over their accumulated points. Lin Xiao offers a confident smile and corrects her assumption by revealing that he is the actual, current chief of Class C. Dong Lai proudly asserts Lin Xiao's status as the new chief, recounting his recent victory over Wu Jixing to the skeptical Liu Yuqian. Class F reinforcements arrive to help their leader, though she orders them to wait while she handles the confrontation personally. Liu Yuqian ignores her teammates' confusion regarding the former chief's defeat and focuses her intense combat intent solely on Lin Xiao. Ultimately, the Class F champion lunges forward with a sudden punch, hurling insults at Class C as she begins the high-stakes battle. Lin Xiao activates his might armament, surrounding himself with a powerful aura of blue energy as he prepares to counter the attack. Liu Yuqian lunges with a desperate strike, only to find her target has vanished with reality-defying speed and precision. Lin Xiao appears instantly behind her and criticizes her sluggish movements while maintaining a perfectly calm and superior demeanor. He delivers a thunderous kick that sends the Class F champion hurtling backward into a massive cloud of dust and debris. A massive explosion rocks the ground as Class F students frantically inquire about their leader's safety following the devastating impact. Following the blast, the dust clears to reveal stunned faces questioning how Class C could possibly possess someone of such incredible power. Liu Yuqian acknowledges his superior speed and orders her teammates to launch a coordinated group assault before time runs out. The entire Class F squad lets out a collective battle cry and charges toward Lin Xiao to overwhelm him with numbers. Lin Xiao smiles confidently as the Class F students charge him, expressing his genuine excitement for the simultaneous group challenge. The opponents lunge at him with synchronized strikes, yet Lin Xiao remains perfectly calm as the first punches approach. He skillfully sidesteps a heavy blow and prepares to counter the nearest attacker with fluid and efficient martial movements. Lin Xiao grabs a charging student and executes a powerful throw, slamming his opponent onto the ground with absolute ease. Lin Xiao slams another opponent into the dirt with such force that the ground beneath them shatters into jagged pieces. The third-ranked student from Class F lunges forward with a high kick, but Lin Xiao watches her with total indifference. He delivers a lightning-fast counter-punch to her midsection, intercepting her mid-air flight before she can even land a single blow. Stunned by his incredible speed, the girl spits blood and realizes she is completely outmatched by the new chief's overwhelming power. Back at headquarters, Teacher Lai questions Lin Xiao's identity while observing Class C's growing lead on the digital scoreboard. Teacher Wu sips his tea and explains that Lin Xiao became the new chief after defeating the former champion in combat. Meanwhile, a sudden and eerie darkness falls over the mountains, prompting the hunters to pause their battle and look upward. Liu Yuqian orders her squad to halt as a deafening roar echoes through the woods, signaling the arrival of a predator. Liu Yuqian orders a full retreat, admitting that her squad cannot defeat Lin Xiao despite their previous confidence and superior numbers. Lin Xiao watches the Class F students flee in terror and mockingly suggests that they cannot possibly outrun his incredible speed. A chilling howl echoes through the forest as the silhouette of a wolf appears against the backdrop of a blood-red moon. Lin Xiao realizes the bloodthirsty azure wolf has finally emerged, understanding exactly why the other students are desperately running for cover. As Class F retreats, they realize their chief's tactical withdrawal was actually a response to the bloodthirsty azure wolf's sudden arrival. Liu Yuqian calculates that Lin Xiao cannot defeat the beast alone, ensuring her class avoids a loss by preventing a high score. She leads her squad down a steep cliff to intercept Class C's reinforcements, aiming to maintain their defensive advantage on the mountainside. Back at headquarters, the instructors notice the beast's arrival while Teacher Lai commends her student for employing such a brilliant and ruthless strategy. Teacher Lai insists Lin Xiao cannot defeat the beast alone, while Teacher Wu nervously argues that the final outcome remains uncertain. Fang Mo and Xia lead their squad through the forest at full speed, intending to provide urgent backup for Lin Xiao. The group leaps from a high rocky ledge, desperate to close the distance before the powerful monster strikes their teammate. Liu Yuqian's team emerges from the smoke to block their path and mocks them for arriving too late to help. Liu Yuqian is violently thrown back during the skirmish, while her teammates watch the battle descend into utter chaos. Xia and Fang Mo stand frozen in fear as the mountain terrain erupts into a terrifying display of raw power. A desperate plea for help echoes through the forest as the massive beast prepares to strike the vulnerable hunters. The scarred azure wolf emerges with glowing red eyes, signaling a deadly shift in the tournament's already perilous stakes. The bloodthirsty azure wolf corners the terrified students, who realize their leader's defeat leaves them completely vulnerable to the beast's next strike. Teacher Lai watches the monitor in shock, realizing that the supposedly young creature is far more dangerous than Academy reports originally suggested. The instructors rush to the rescue after remembering that the full moon will drive the wolf into an uncontrollable and lethal frenzy. The massive beast lunges at the hunters with primal fury, shattering the rocky ground as the teachers race toward the clearing. The frenzied azure wolf lunges toward a vulnerable Fang Wen with a terrifying roar, while her classmates scream in a state of pure panic. A powerful kick strikes the beast's snout with immense force, successfully halting its lethal and aggressive charge toward the terrified students. Teacher Lai arrives to shield her pupils, reassuring them that their instructors will personally handle the monster to ensure their immediate safety. Simultaneously, Teacher Wu unleashes a thunderous follow-up strike that sends the predator reeling, leaving the onlookers in absolute awe of his incredible martial strength. The bloodthirsty azure wolf leaps toward the mountaintop, where Lin Xiao remains completely isolated and vulnerable to the rampaging beast. Observing this, Teacher Lai offers to pursue the creature, but Teacher Wu instructs her to escort the wounded students back to safety. She expresses her deep concern for Lin Xiao, knowing that he cannot possibly handle the monster in its current berserk state. Teacher Wu decides to head toward the summit personally, asserting that the immediate rescue of his student is the highest priority. Lin Xiao stands alone in the darkening forest, calmly sensing a powerful presence approaching his location from the shadows. He offers a confident smirk upon finally encountering the legendary bloodthirsty beast he has been searching for. The massive wolf roars while Lin Xiao ignites his radiant blue aura to prepare for the life or death confrontation. The two powerful forces lock eyes as the young warrior prepares to unleash his true strength against the frenzied predator. Lin Xiao crouches in a radiant blue aura, remarking on the wolf's berserk state as he prepares to unleash his true strength. He activates hunter mode, facing the snarling beast with an intense focus that matches the predator's primal rage. Lin Xiao enters bullet time, effortlessly evading the creature's strike while mockingly comparing its speed to that of a turtle. He delivers a thunderous finishing kick, slamming the massive predator into the earth with a violent and decisive impact. Lin Xiao easily evades the wolf's lunges and mocks the creature's lack of speed while preparing a devastating counter-offensive. He unleashes a flurry of high-speed energy slashes that pierce the massive beast from multiple angles, leaving it howling in agony. The young warrior leaps high into the air against the blood-red moon and signals that the struggle is nearing its conclusion. He dives toward the monster's open jaws and delivers a thunderous palm strike that crackles with concentrated power. Following the impact, Lin Xiao's strike triggers a massive blue explosion, sending a violent shockwave through the trees and shattering the quiet forest. As the dust clouds billow around him, Lin Xiao kneels on the cracked earth, momentarily exhausted by the sheer release of his spiritual energy. He rises and watches the shadowy silhouette of the wolf retreat into the woods, frustrated that the creature survived his most powerful attack. Despite the escape, Lin Xiao checks his tracking watch and feels a sense of relief upon seeing his total score increase to 95 points. Lin Xiao looks at the red moon and realizes Class C has officially won the competition after his decisive battle. Dong Lai leaps with joy and praises his incredible strength, hailing him as the undisputed top student of their class. The instructors observe the final lopsided score, while Teacher Wu reveals the true depth of Lin Xiao's hidden spiritual intensity. Teacher Lai identifies him as a rare Esper prospect, while Teacher Wu confirms that a full awakening is now inevitable. Teacher Lai expresses her frustration over the defeat, while Teacher Wu remains smugly satisfied with his class's overall performance. Students celebrate the victory at the campsite and marvel at Lin Xiao's incredible speed during his solo fight against the wolf. Sia invites her friends on a shopping trip, but Fang Wen declines because she needs to work her part-time job. Lin Xiao sits quietly and contemplates the rewards he earned for defeating mutated beasts while reviewing his updated status screen. After the battle, Lin Xiao's interface displays a significant boost to his core attributes and skills for defeating the mutated beast. Fang Wen approaches him to inquire about his weekend plans, while he considers his future path of martial development. She suggests visiting a renowned combat dojo, claiming the facility provides an interesting atmosphere for aspiring and professional warriors. The scene shifts to the local dojo, where Fang Wen asks if he visits such places to find more challenging opponents. Fang Wen explains that fighting in the arena is highly lucrative, enabling her to earn significant income through her successful monthly combat performances. Lin Xiao bows deeply and requests her guidance inside the facility, while his sudden enthusiasm visibly startles his surprised companion. Upon entering the building, Fang Wen approaches the reception desk and asks the clerk to activate full arena privileges for her classmate. The staff member registers Lin Xiao as a Sequence 5 combatant, identifying him as an entry-level professional within the Hunter ranking system. The official hands Lin Xiao his identification card and explains that his entry privileges are currently restricted to Sequence 4 and 5. Lin Xiao dons a red martial arts uniform and enters the bustling hall as Fang Wen clarifies the arena's ranking system. She explains the possibility of challenging higher ranks while emphasizing that starting at his own level prevents unfair skill gaps. Fang Wen bids him farewell and departs for her own match. leaving Lin Xiao to select his first professional arena opponent. Upon entering the Berserk combat arena, Lin Xiao observes the rowdy crowd cheering wildly for the established fighters in the cage. An official welcomes Lin Xiao as a newcomer and assigns him a fighter number for the afternoon matches. Inside the ring, a brutal strike lands as a fighter delivers a crushing punch to his opponent's jaw during the intense match. Zhang Meng celebrates his victory while the referee asks if he wishes to continue defending his title or retire for today. The announcer invites the audience to challenge the dominant Zhang Meng while the fighter stands tall and awaits his next opponent. The hesitant crowd remains silent, acknowledging the champion's terrifying reputation and his imminent promotion to the next sequence. A single hand rises from the back of the room, signaling a bold and unexpected challenger's willingness to enter the ring. Lin Xiao then steps forward and offers to fight, causing the skeptical spectators to mock the handsome newcomer's apparent lack of experience. The announcer officially introduces Lin Xiao as the new challenger to face the experienced professional soldier, Zhang Meng, in the ring. As Lin Xiao enters the cage, a statistical comparison highlights his total lack of professional experience against the veteran's impressive record. The two combatants exchange stern warnings about their intentions to fight with full strength regardless of their different backgrounds. Zhang Meng grants the newcomer the first move, challenging him to demonstrate his true power before the match begins in earnest. Lin Xiao initiates the match with a lightning-fast high kick, forcing the professional soldier to raise his arms in a defensive block. Zhang Meng expresses genuine shock at the newcomer's incredible speed while attempting to stabilize his footing under the sudden, relentless pressure. The audience erupts in cheers as Lin Xiao delivers a forceful follow-up strike that sends the seasoned fighter skidding backward. Recognizing his opponent's hidden depth, Zhang Meng finally activates his might armament to counter the young warrior with his full strength. Zhang Meng unleashes a barrage of high-speed strikes, yet Lin Xiao remains calm and avoids every single blow with minimal effort. Lin Xiao evaluates his opponent's speed as inadequate and decides to merely evade the attacks to preserve the veteran's professional dignity. Zhang Meng grows frustrated by the lack of counterattacks, while Lin Xiao notices his rival's fatigue and prepares for the finale. Lin Xiao suddenly vaults over his exhausted opponent and delivers a swift, decisive blow that leaves the veteran soldier completely stunned. The announcer officially declares Lin Xiao the victor as the arena falls silent before erupting into massive cheers for the newcomer. Lin Xiao stands calmly in the spotlight while the spectators hail him as a promising new rising star in the combat dojo. When the official asks if he will defend his title, he immediately agrees to continue the challenge to maximize his financial rewards. However, a mysterious muscular spectator watches with a sinister grin and mockingly insults the defeated veteran for losing to a mere student. A massive, scarred fighter enters the cage and mocks Lin Xiao, threatening to brutally disfigure the student's face during their upcoming match. The announcer reveals the newcomer's violent history as a disgraced soldier who was expelled from the Hunter Association for severe misconduct. The terrified official advises Lin Xiao to surrender immediately if the battle becomes too dangerous to avoid suffering a permanent injury. Lin Xiao ignores the warning and resolves to show no mercy toward the barbaric opponent who lacks any sense of professional honor. The announcer introduces Chai Shenghao, who immediately harasses her with a crude remark as he steps toward the center of the ring. The giant brute threatens to crush Lin Xiao's skull, but the young warrior remains unfazed and requests his opponent begin the fight. Enraged by the disrespect, Chai Shenghao lunges forward with murderous intent, fully determined to grant Lin Xiao his supposed death wish. However, as the massive fist descends, the titan gasps in shock when Lin Xiao executes a counter that defies his expectations of speed. Lin Xiao effortlessly catches the massive punch and vows to destroy the brute's arm as a consequence for his previous threats. The young warrior delivers a bone-shattering blow that snaps the giant's limb, forcing an agonized scream from the defeated fighter. Without pausing, he channels his radiant blue energy into a focused fist and prepares to unleash a definitive finishing strike. Lin Xiao lands a thunderous punch square on the antagonist's face, completely overwhelming the disgraced soldier with his superior strength. Chai Shenghao crashes violently onto the floor, completely defeated by the sheer intensity of the young student's final, bone-shattering blow. Lin Xiao walks away while noting that his opponent survived, but will never again possess the strength to bully others. The spectators watch in stunned silence, struggling to process the incredible display of power they just witnessed from a mere newcomer. The entire stadium erupts into thunderous applause as the announcer officially declares Lin Xiao the winner of the brutal cage match. The announcer asks Lin Xiao if he intends to continue defending his position in the arena, and he quickly confirms his readiness. Following his agreement, the official turns to the audience and invites any bold contestants to step forward and challenge the rising star. The intimidated crowd remains silent as several spectators frantically urge their own representatives to avoid entering the cage against him. The official declares Lin Xiao the daily champion with doubled prize money, though the warrior remains humble about his modest earnings. The staff member presents Lin Xiao with his prize money and informs him that his matches in this specific arena are finished today. He accepts the envelope with a polite thank you while realizing he is still welcome to spectate the remaining combatants. Lin Xiao pauses and turns around when the announcer calls his name, curious about why she is approaching him so closely. To his absolute shock, the woman leans in and plants a sudden kiss on his cheek, leaving the young warrior speechless. The announcer expresses her deep gratitude to Lin Xiao for saving her from the brute's frequent harassment during his earlier matches. Lin Xiao requests more combat opportunities, so she suggests that he move to a different arena within the same sequence. Smirking at the new opportunity, he resolves to continue his winning streak and enters a different combat zone with renewed determination. Lin Xiao secures another championship victory in the new room, humbly attributing his overwhelming success to simple good fortune. Lin Xiao dominates multiple arena rooms, collecting consecutive victories while the crowd cheers his name throughout the massive Berserk Combat Dojo. He gleefully clutches a stack of prize envelopes and contemplates which lucrative combat room to conquer next for even more profit. His celebration is abruptly interrupted when several stern men in suits surround him and formally address him by his full name. The young warrior narrows his eyes and braces for an unexpected confrontation with these mysterious individuals in the middle of the hall. Lin Xiao clutches his winnings nervously as several stern men in suits surround him, making him suspect an impending robbery. The lead official explains that his high win rate requires an immediate promotion to the more difficult sequence 4 category. Lin Xiao reacts with indignation, accusing the dojo of bullying a mere student and threatening to leave the establishment forever. Nevertheless, the manager offers 100,000 yuan in compensation, prompting Lin Xiao to begrudgingly accept the deal and stay. Lin Xiao enters the massive sequence 4 arena, where the rowdy crowd cheers wildly for the established champion known as Ghost Tiger. Ghost Tiger delivers a devastating knockout strike, demonstrating the elite combat skills that have secured his fearsome arena reputation. The official asks if he will continue his streak, and the tattooed warrior smugly confirms his intent to defend the ring. The announcer invites the audience to provide a challenger, and Lin Xiao boldly raises his hand to accept the dangerous match. The announcer questions Lin Xiao's decision to face a veteran D-rank hunter after revealing the newcomer has 0 professional combat experience. Lin Xiao offers a calm smirk and asserts that no rule prevents a newcomer from challenging a top-tier contestant in the arena. The skeptical crowd whispers about the student's recklessness, doubting that a mere third-year junior can handle such a dangerous veteran. Ghost Tiger warns his opponent to prepare for a quick defeat, while Lin Xiao politely advises the senior not to regret the outcome. Lin Xiao lunges toward Ghost Tiger with blinding speed, leaving a trail of blue energy as he initiates the high-stakes confrontation. The veteran fighter braces himself and successfully blocks a thunderous strike while activating his own defensive energy. Behind his defensive guard, Ghost Tiger mistakenly praises the student's mastery of might armament and admits to underestimating his physical prowess. Lin Xiao stares back with glowing eyes and reveals that he has actually been fighting without using any internal might. Lin Xiao finally activates his might armament, erupting with a massive blue aura while signaling the start of his true offensive. The veteran fighter reels in shock as the sudden explosion of energy forces him into a defensive and desperate stance. The stunned crowd questions Lin Xiao's rank as they realize his movements are far too fast for their eyes to follow. Ghost Tiger acknowledges his rival's true strength and resolves to face the talented student with his absolute full concentration. Ghost Tiger lunges forward with desperate intensity, his boots skidding against the arena floor as he attempts a final, aggressive frontal assault. The two warriors exchange a series of thunderous blows that erupt into brilliant orange sparks upon every heavy collision. Lin Xiao unleashes a fluid spinning strike that bypasses his opponent's guard and sends the veteran hunter reeling backward. Standing calmly within his blue aura, Lin Xiao dismisses his rival's shock by noting his superior energy density and overall strength. Ghost Tiger activates his might-cladding technique, radiating a powerful blue aura while acknowledging the student's surprisingly high D-rank strength level. He pivots his foot with incredible force, grinding his soul against the arena floor to launch a final, explosive attack. Immediately afterward, the veteran hunter unleashes a thunderous high kick that carves a massive arc of blue energy through the air. The blow connects with a brilliant flash, sending Lin Xiao hurtling backward as the crowd watches the brutal impact in shock. Ghost Tiger mockingly questions the severity of his previous might-infused strike, while Lin Xiao calmly acknowledges the significant impact of the heavy blow. The veteran fighter orders his opponent to surrender immediately, asserting that the young student has no chance of achieving a victory. Ghost Tiger's confident expression suddenly shifts to absolute shock as he senses a massive and unexpected surge of internal energy from his rival. Lin Xiao activates his own might-cladding technique, stunning the entire arena as he erupts into an overwhelming and radiant blue aura. Lin Xiao smirks with confidence, inviting his opponent to fight while spectators wonder if the young student is actually a hidden martial genius. The massive arena erupts into chaos, while the crowd watches the two powerful combatants exchange high-speed blows under the bright stadium lights. Lin Xiao and Ghost Tiger then engage in a relentless barrage of punches, their limbs moving with such blinding speed that they create blurs. Spectators watch in terror as the fighters' fists collide with metallic sounds, marveling at the superhuman intensity of the brutal, high-stakes match. Lin Xiao concentrates his glowing blue energy into a single, devastating punch aimed directly at the veteran fighter's midsection. The strike connects with incredible force, causing Ghost Tiger to gasp in absolute shock as his defensive guard completely fails. The seasoned warrior's expression twists into one of sheer disbelief as he struggles to process the newcomer's overwhelming and unexpected strength. Lin Xiao delivers a final, powerful maneuver that sends his opponent crashing to the floor, officially ending the intense arena duel. The arena falls into a stunned silence as the dust settles, marking the unexpected conclusion of the high-stakes professional match. Ghost Tiger coughs blood on the floor and struggles to stay conscious while finally admitting his total defeat to the newcomer. The announcer declares Lin Xiao the winner as the veteran fighter questions if the student actually utilized his full strength. Lin Xiao maintains a cold expression and offers a cryptic response, leaving his opponent to ponder the true depth of his power. As Ghost Tiger exits while acknowledging his opponent's monstrous strength, the referee asks Lin Xiao if he intends to continue defending the ring. Lin Xiao smirks and expresses his desire to keep fighting, prompting the official to call for the next challenger from the audience. The intimidated crowd remains hesitant to step forward, fearing they will be humiliated by the student's seemingly invincible and overpowered physical constitution. The heavy silence is broken as a mysterious pair of boots steps onto the arena floor, indicating that a new challenger has finally arrived. Spectators shiver as a sudden, unnatural chill fills the air, leaving them puzzled by the dramatic drop in the arena's temperature. The legendary Ice Princess emerges, a top-tier Sequence 4 combatant who currently holds the second highest rank among all third-year students. She calmly looks toward Lin Xiao and proposes that they treat their upcoming encounter as a friendly spar between fellow classmates. The announcer introduces the beautiful challenger to the cheering crowd as she steps onto the stage for the next high-stakes duel. Lin Xiao studies his new opponent intently, silently acknowledging the immense power radiating from the high-ranking Ice Princess standing across from him. He then breaks the tension by asking if she is also a third-year student, but the cold challenger maintains her silent, focused composure. Lin Xiao decides to initiate the confrontation and announces his attack as he prepares to test the elite warrior's legendary skills. He activates his powerful hunter mode and lunges through the air with an explosive burst of speed and calculated precision. The Ice Princess effortlessly blocks Lin Xiao's powerful strike with a single hand, leaving the young warrior stunned by her casual defensive prowess. Lin Xiao grows incredibly suspicious, realizing that even an elite top 20 student should not be able to deflect his speed so easily. Seeking answers, he activates his mysterious scanning system to analyze her hidden identity and evaluate her actual combat statistics. He discovers she is actually Ling Zhu, the second-ranked genius whose staggering power levels rival those of the school's strongest student. Lin Xiao executes a might-cladding strike, but the Ice Princess blocks it with effortless grace while questioning his status as a student. Both combatants create distance on the arena floor, acknowledging that their friendly spar has escalated into a high-level battle of wills. Ling Zhu subsequently encourages Lin Xiao to unleash his full power, eager to test her skills against such a surprisingly talented and formidable opponent. She closes her eyes and ignites her own frigid blue energy, preparing to demonstrate the true strength that earned her elite rank. Lin Xiao and Ling Zhu face each other in the arena, both sensing the escalating power level of their high-stakes encounter. Ling Zhu expresses her astonishment at Lin Xiao's advanced techniques and accepts his bold challenge for a serious physical confrontation. She closes her eyes to focus her intent as a brilliant, icy blue energy begins to surge violently around her. Lin Xiao watches in awe as she manifests a massive aura of might armament, signaling the start of a legendary combat display. Lin Xiao scans the stage in confusion, wondering why the Ice Princess has suddenly vanished from sight without leaving a single trace. The spectators murmur in shock at her mysterious disappearance, while Lin Xiao remains vigilant, sensing an imminent and unseen threat approaching. A shallow cut appears on his forearm, signaling that an invisible strike has successfully bypassed his defenses despite his intense focus. The crowd cheers for the legendary invisibility of the Ice Princess as Lin Xiao realizes he is now in a precarious situation. Lin Xiao realizes that his opponent isn't actually invisible, but is simply moving too quickly for his eyes to track. He activates his bullet time ability, allowing him to perceive his rival's high-speed movements with supernatural clarity. Leveraging this enhanced perception, he narrowly evades a lethal strike that passes just inches from his face during the match. He remains vigilant while skillfully countering her rapid-fire assaults as the crowd watches the escalating duel in amazement. Ling Zhu's sudden strike catches Lin Xiao off guard, forcing him to shield his face as the impact sends him skidding backward. The young warrior struggles to maintain his footing while the force of the collision reverberates through his entire body on stage. He gasps in amazement as his opponent disappears and reappears beside him, showcasing her incredibly fluid and lightning-fast movements. Lin Xiao recovers his composure and prepares a powerful counterattack while his own blue energy begins to pulsate with renewed intensity. A massive explosion of blue energy erupts on the stage, signaling the sheer intensity of the clash between these two elite martial students. Ling Zhu subsequently asks if his hand is numb and commends his bravery for facing her might entwinement with just his physical body. Visible anger flashes across her face as she further intensifies her aura, leaving the surrounding crowd in awe of his combat prowess. Lin Xiao stares at his own trembling hand, fully realizing the dangerous level of power his opponent is now prepared to unleash. Ling Zhu unleashes a staggering blow that launches Lin Xiao high into the arena ceiling with terrifying and undeniable force. The young student crashes through the reinforced structure, leaving a massive crater while debris rains down upon the stunned arena below. The spectators watch in sheer disbelief as Ling Zhu stands alone on the stage, having effectively ended the match with one strike. The victorious warrior directs the referee to announce the results and urgently requests a rescue team for her fallen opponent. Ling Zhu suddenly pauses and looks upward, sensing a mysterious presence emanating from the dark crater in the arena's ceiling. Meanwhile, terrified spectators whisper in hushed tones, wondering if the fallen student has survived the devastating impact against the reinforced structure. A massive pillar of radiant blue energy erupts from the hole, descending toward the stage with an overwhelming display of power. The stadium shakes violently upon impact as onlookers frantically compare the sheer force of the explosion to a detonating bomb. Ling Zhu gazes through the billowing smoke, expressing her utter shock at the staggering level of internal energy reserves her opponent still possesses. Lin Xiao emerges in a brilliant white transformation and asserts that he has yet to reveal the full extent of his training. The stunned spectators marvel at his mysterious new form, wondering why they have never seen a transformation quite like this in professional combat. Lin Xiao lunges forward with blinding speed, leaving sharp trails of energy across the arena floor as he continues the intense martial showdown. Lin Xiao moves with incredible speed, his glowing blue aura leaving sharp trails across the stage as the intensity of the fight peaks. Lin Xiao freezes as an overwhelming and chilling sensation washes over him, signaling a dangerous shift in his opponent's power. Ling Zhu stares back with glowing, frozen eyes, fully committing her internal might to an impulsive and desperate attempt at victory. As a result, frost consumes the arena and forces the shivering crowd to realize that Lin Xiao has truly pushed the legend into a corner. Lin Xiao feels the overwhelming cold and worries he might actually lose the fight as his physical strength begins to falter. The referee shouts a warning about restricted abilities in a lower-level arena, fearing the battle has become far too dangerous. Ling Zhu abruptly halts her assault and admits defeat, realizing she violated the rules to counter his incredible speed. The icy aura dissipates as Lin Xiao remains stunned by the top-ranked genius's sudden and completely unexpected surrender. The referee declares Lin Xiao the winner as the arena spectators celebrate the incredible conclusion to the high-stakes match. Lin Xiao expresses his confusion regarding the sudden outcome, surprised that the legendary Ice Princess chose to concede so abruptly. The two combatants meet with the arena manager to discuss the massive structural damage caused by their intense physical confrontation. Lin Xiao blames the poor construction of the facility and adamantly refuses to pay for any repairs using his hard-earned winnings. The manager explains that the facility was destroyed because their combined power levels far exceeded the structural standards of the current sequence. He specifically mentions the ban on special abilities in this room, though Ling Zhu calmly denies using any prohibited techniques during the match. Lin Xiao quickly seconds her defense, maintaining that he also refrained from using special abilities while competing in the lower-tier arena. The stressed manager urges them to restrain themselves and suggests moving to sequence 3 rings capable of handling their immense strength. Walking together at night, Ling Zhu requests that Lin Xiao reactivate his unique white transformation so she can study its intricate energy details. As he obliges, she observes the glowing texture and mentally calculates how to integrate similar patterns into her own martial style and clothing. Lin Xiao asks about the moment she discovered her own gifts, prompting her to reflect on her origins as a southern resident. She explains that her ice abilities emerged from a deep, cultural desire for snow, which was virtually non-existent in her home region. Ling Zhu explains that awakening an ability grants the blessing of the stars, causing a person's mental fortitude to skyrocket suddenly. The selection for the prestigious armament class begins with a crystal ball containing the stored energy of a legendary, a rank hunter. The students whisper in excitement as they discuss the elite credentials of the instructors who will be evaluating their potential. Teacher Wu explains that only those capable of manipulating the spirit power within the orb can earn entry into the specialized class. The instructor calls upon the top student, Lin Xiao, to step forward and provide a public demonstration for his classmates. Lin Xiao places his hand near the crystal ball, causing the internal energy to swirl and glow with a brilliant blue radiance. Teacher Wu lists the names of the only 4 students who passed the difficult evaluation on the classroom chalkboard. In the aftermath, Sia tearfully expresses her disappointment over failing, while Lin Xiao kindly reassures her regarding her future progress. She recovers her confidence and lightheartedly vows to lead the rest of the class once the top students move away. Lin Xiao walks with his peers and questions the small number of passing students, receiving a cynical reply from Wu Jixing. Shortly after, Class D's top student, Gao Liangxing, approaches the group and expresses admiration for Lin Xiao's recent victory over the wolf. The mood shifts when Ling Zhu arrives, prompting the boastful Gao to nervously beg her for professional courtesy and respect. Lin Xiao observes the interaction and realizes that Gao is likely a regular trainee at the Berserk Combat Dojo. Zhuang Jianyu uses his Asper ability to hover above the crowd on a blade, drawing both awe and annoyance from his peers. Lin Xiao observes the display and internally compares Zhuang's unique power to the distinct ice abilities he witnessed from Ling Zhu. The students gather in the assembly hall as their instructor addresses them with a blunt and authoritative greeting from the stage. Teacher Wang Lan introduces herself as a prestigious rank hunter and invites the students to use her official combat codename. The silver-haired instructor opens the first lesson by asking the students whether fighting mutated beasts is truly the ultimate goal. She explains that hunting monsters is merely a byproduct, tracing modern techniques back to pre-catastrophe secret manuals. Leaning in with a sharp gaze, she reframes the philosophy. True might aims to let ordinary mortals wield miracles. Intrigued, a student asks if she means Asper abilities, prompting confirmation that born Aspers carry seeds of a starry throne. Ling Zhu closes her eyes and focuses her internal intent after the instructor requests a public demonstration of her celestial throne. A massive pillar of chilling blue light erupts from the ground, linking her soul to a swirling energy vortex in the sky. While the other students shiver from the biting cold, Lin Xiao watches with intense envy, deeply desiring to wield such immense power. The professor explains that might armament enables non-Aspers to achieve miracles by unlocking their potential through disciplined spiritual practice. The instructor explains that mastering might cladding is the next essential step to achieving superior offensive and defensive capabilities during combat. The students watch with intense focus as she demonstrates how to transform internal energy into a tangible, condensed substance. She introduces might emission, illustrating how proficient warriors can project their energy to strike distant targets outside their bodies. The instructor unleashes a sharp energy blade that cleaves through a training dummy, showcasing the devastating power of the technique. A single strand of hair slices through a heavy training dummy, leaving the students in awe of such incredible precision and power. The instructor explains that the transformation stage marks a warrior's entry into the realm of the truly transcendent. Suddenly, a massive purple vortex erupts, prompting students to marvel at a level of power that rivals legendary Esper abilities. Lin Zio subsequently inquires about potential stages beyond transformation, while the instructor maintains her focused display of swirling energy. The instructor explains that mastering transformation allows a warrior to erode the world, showcasing intense green energy before the fascinated students. The energy manifestations surge through the air, illustrating the sheer destructive potential of these advanced weaponization techniques on the surroundings. Following her display, the professor snaps her fingers to refocus the class and asks if the talented Zhuang Jianyu has mastered might cladding. Zhuang Jianyu modestly downplays his own progress, while Lin Zio cautiously speaks up to claim some basic knowledge of the technique. Teacher Wang Lan identifies Lin Zio as the former underdog and asks for a full power demonstration to help tailor his training. Lin Zio releases a surge of energy while modestly suggesting to the instructor that he has already reached his current limit. The instructor recognizes that his output has surpassed the emission stage, realizing his potential is actually greater than the top-ranked genius. As his experience points climb, the professor resolves to create a specialized and rigorous curriculum to match his extraordinary hidden abilities. Lin Zio engages in rigorous physical training, earning massive experience points as his martial techniques and internal might grow rapidly stronger. He masterfully channels his energy into complex manifestations, pushing his specialized weaponization training to a whole new level of expertise. Lin Zio reviews his updated status screen and acknowledges that his instructor's customized curriculum is remarkably effective for his rapid development. Teacher Wang Lan labels his progress as world-class genius, while the young warrior humbly attributes his success to her superior guidance. The silver-haired instructor praises Lin Zio's talent, predicting that he will likely surpass her own combat abilities within the next decade. Teacher Wu announces the upcoming grade assessment and introduces might armament as a mandatory new examination category for all elite students. He explains that the combat portion of the exam has shifted from friendly sparring to a dangerous hunt against live mutated beasts. The students express deep anxiety over the lethal risks, while the professor admits to previous planning errors regarding the mountain incident. Teacher Wu explains that the next grade assessment will occur at the Lezhu military base using captive-bred mutated beasts for student safety. He further clarifies that even the previously encountered bloodthirsty wolf was actually borrowed from this specialized military facility for their training.